Hello. Hello. Today is January 22nd, 2024, and right now it's 10:15 p.m. So I'm here for another unboxing midnight chatting. I didn't think this would become a series, like a new series I would be doing where I combine unboxing with, kind of like tea chatting, this kind of thing, but it's because, as you guys know, I'm having so many issues buying stuff from people. So, oh well. But this will be just in the memory of January 2024, 1 year after I had my crazy experience with MX pop-up store that they like January doesn't want to give me an easy month for some reason. This might be I don't know, but it's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. And always seeing the glass half full during during all these annoying things that keep happening to me. Seeing the glass half full is that I get to see you guys so often and we can chat so often and you guys can kind of know more about my life that sadly my job is quite stressful, but it's not as stressful as other jobs out there. Again, seeing the glass half full, just these things that make my job stressful only happens 10% of the time. And so all that 10% is happening a lot during this month for some reason. It's okay. All right. So I'm going to be hopeful that surely this is not going to keep going forever, right? Surely not. So surely I'll have a time where everything is easy peasy and just 10% of the time these things happen to me. So I am here to first unbox the photo card that a fellow Monbebish. What did I just say? So this is a photo card I'm unboxing of a fellow Monbebe that shipped it to me, and this is not my personal purchase. It's for a customer, and I have her permission that it's okay to open it here, since she of course knows the full story of what I had to go through with the seller and why she took forever to ship it to me. So she fully knows it, and she's very okay to to see the unboxing of it here. And I swear, if this photo card is not in perfect condition, then I sadly have to keep talking to this person. So for now, I'm not going to say anything of what happened yet, just in case I have to show this video to her. Let's hope not, but let's just get to the cut to the chase first. All right. So this is it. And usually for a photo card, it's usually in an envelope. It wouldn't usually be in a box or like super protected. This is very usual in Korea to be this way. So no need to judge her yet. No need to judge her yet. But I can feel the photo card in here. I think she packed it okay. I think so. And she even added a sticker saying thank you. I don't feel any, what's the word, any comfort in anything of this sort. And so let's see together. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. So first off, I'm just gonna pull out everything as it is. Okay. Wow. She gives me some extra stuff. Again, I'm not gonna, what's the word? I'm not gonna this doesn't make me feel better, all right? But nice of her. Usually Korean sellers wouldn't want to give any extra stuff. So that's nice, but okay. So we don't have to see it. This is extra she gave, but we'll look at that later. And so this is the card here. So she put it in cardboard and bubble wrap. So good. Yeah, she actually did pack it very well. And so FYI, this is a Gihyun photo card. Yeah. So I don't know if she's Gihyun biased, because this is a pre-order benefit card that you get randomly. So I assume she is selling it because she doesn't want it. So I assume she's not a Gihyun fan, right? But I don't know. But this card was not cheap. So she could be a Gihyun fan, but she wanted to make money instead. So that she could be that way too. We don't know. So, but I really wish could have bought this from a better seller that didn't give me such a hard time. And so anyways, okay. So say hello to Gihyun. Whoop. And also, yeah, that's why I put him at this as the thumbnail here. Honestly, when I put that thumbnail is because that photo of him makes me feel good, even though he looks derpy. But I every time I see that photo of him, just makes me giggle. Just makes me what's the word? Just the rare times that Gian like makes me giggle, and so that photo for some reason makes me giggle. But yeah, but I didn't realize that. Oh wait, I'm also unboxing a Gian photo card, so that's very fitting. I made him the thumbnail as well. So anyways, that I just realized that now. So FYI, the reason I put him as the thumbnail is because I wanted to giggle, and so that's why I made him the thumbnail. But I forgot that he's actually the photo card unboxing too. So anyways, all things happen for a reason. I have good what's the word? I have good what's the word? I have good whatever. Okay, so anyway, so this Gian photo card, which is very cute, right? It's very cute, which I believe is the reason why it would cost so expensive if it's super cute. And shockingly, it looks like it's in perfect condition, which it through all the trouble the seller gave me, I could not expect anything less than perfect. All right, like I was really gonna hound about it, but no, card looks great. And yeah, guys, it's a Season's Greetings pre-order benefit. Yeah, not from Starship. This is from one of the other stores. I forgot. So anyways, yeah, you're very lucky, you terrible seller. So now that I know card arrived all okay and I do not have to show her this video, now I can finally talk crap about her. So she's still terrible in my mind. So wonderful that everything, not everything, sorry, that this photo card arrived in perfect condition, thankfully. But she was one of the worst sellers I've ever worked with, and I wish we didn't had to buy from her. I wish we didn't give her so much money for this photo card, but oh freaking well. We can never guess the sellers that are good and bad, So she was selling this card at the sorry, what did I just say? I'm so sorry. She was selling this card at the best price at that moment. Only because of that, that's why I chose her. And on this app where we buy photo cards, they don't have like a rating or anything. So, we just have to trust that it'll go okay. And yeah. So anyways, I'm really glad I'm not keeping this photo card. If this was my personal purchase and dealing with that kind of seller, I would not feel good looking back on this photo card with but the customers, I mean, given she didn't literally experience it, I'm pretty sure she'll be okay. But for me personally, I'm really glad that to deal with a seller like that and it's not my personal purchase just makes me feel a lot better. I mean, if that customer is watching me, like I hope you get me. Like don't put my experience onto this photo card for you. So like this is only for me. Like I'm really glad this is not my personal purchase. You get me? So I'm glad that it's yours and you didn't go through that experience that I did. So anyways, let's see what goodies she gave, and the customer will have these, so she'll see this later. But yeah, it's Gian stuff. So maybe this person is a Gian fan, but she wanted to sell the card for money. That's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. So first we have like this Gian sticker, I think. I don't know. Okay. And these are just like regular heart stickers. Oh, she gave me the thank you sticker. Okay. And oh no, I think this is a photo card of fan printed. I don't think this is official. No. Yeah, so I don't know where she made or got this, but that's nice of her to give a little something, maybe as like sorry, or I don't know, but it still doesn't make me feel good. And you got so much money from selling this photo card to me, and the least you can do is be the best seller you could be and not cause that much stress for me. So so I'm just like and it's very unfortunate I can't give her a rating on this app. She's so freaking lucky they don't do ratings on this app. They really should have ratings on this app, but whatever. So wait. First, I just saw Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. Let me pop out the chat so it's easier for me to read it. Hello, girlfriend. Yeah. Oh, stop it with the compliments. But Whatever, you're very sweet. Of course I receive it. It will never put me in a bad mood, so thank you, girlfriend. And yeah. So if you remember my story, but I'll give a recap for anyone that watches this video later and stuff. Yes. It seems, yeah, the photo card legit is in perfect condition. If it wasn't, yeah, I would, of course. I mean, if it's something like super small, I won't complain to her, but legit, because of all that trouble she gave me, if it wasn't in perfect condition, it would have just pushed me over the edge, you know? So I'm really glad, thankfully, arrived all okay. So recap about this photo card. I buy this card from the seller, and so from the get-go, she seemed really weird to me because so first I see her post and her price, and the customer contacts me to find this card, and so I find the card, and this is the lowest price I could find at that time. And so I tell her, would you want to buy it at this price? And she said, yeah, let's just go ahead and buy it. And so I'm just like, okay. So I contact the seller through this app of people selling photo cards in Korea. And the first thing I say to her, since I contact her first, since I see her sales post, right? And I say, hello, first, can you send me a screenshot of the, sorry, not screenshot, sorry. First, can you send me a proof shot of the photo card, which is very normal for us to say in Korea when buying stuff. Like, we just want to make sure you have the card on hand, and that will prove that you're not scamming me, that you don't actually have it, so I always do this with every secondhand purchase I do. And in all the times that I've done this, where I ask someone for a proof shot, they totally are fine with it. And it's like, yeah, I'll send you a proof shot as soon as I can. Like, I've always had sellers always say that to me. She For the first time I've had a seller say this to me, she said to me, by chance, are you trying to what's the word? Not scamming, stealing. She says, by chance, do you really want to buy this photo card? Because these days there are a lot of people stealing, like stealing photos or something. And so when you steal photos, you take it as your own to try to sell that card on your own. And so the proof shot that the sellers will send to us, apparently there are lots of people using others' proof shots to try to sell the card when they don't actually have it. Now, here's the thing. That's very difficult to take someone's proof shot and sell it, because usually on a proof shot you need to have some kind of writing on it, like proving that it's really you that has it. So like, usually just put the name, the time and date, anything that you want them to write to prove that they really have it. And so for me personally, as long as they write the current time and date when they took that photo and it matches to when they send it to me, I'm all good, because that's exact proof of you having the card, because you're writing the exact date and time that it is right now. There's no way you could fake that, because that's the exact time. You guys get me? So I feel like that's really enough to prove that you have the card. But also, if they write my name or their own name, that's another good thing to do too. But I take it as most important, the time and date, making sure that it's currently that time and date to really prove that they have it. So for someone to steal proof shots means that there was like no writing, I guess. Then yeah, people could easily steal those, but surely everyone knows you never send a proof shot with no writing in it, because then people can steal it. So I was super shocked when that was the first thing she said to me. It's like, in this app we're buying and selling cards, so I contact her first because I want to buy it, and I'm like, hi, yeah, first, can you please send me a proof shot, which is so normal to say when you want to buy something. So she says back to me, are you trying to steal something? I'm just like, what? It's the first time I've ever heard someone like accuse me of something like this. I'm like, what? And so she says, because you only ask for a proof shot. So I'm just making sure, like, are you legit? You really want to buy this and you're not trying to steal or something? And I'm just like, that's wild. You would say something like this to me. So I'm just like, oh no, we're already off on the wrong foot. So now I'm thinking, do I really want to buy this card from her anymore? So you know what, let me just look back at that conversation, and then I can give more detail and like from my memory of like what exactly our conversation was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm really surprised at this. And then she says as well, on top of this, accusing me like, do I really want to buy it, or possibly trying to steal the proof shot. So she says to me, what kind of writing do you want to have on the proof shot? So she says that to me as well. So I'm like, so first off, you're like accusing me of possibly stealing your proof shot, but then you ask me what kind of writing do I want on the proof shot. So I'm just like, I was so confused, but I was really like, I don't know. It's just I've never had someone say this to me before. So I'm thinking, I don't really want to buy from this person anymore, but that makes me suspicious though. Okay, that makes me suspicious because she's accusing me if I'm gonna steal her proof shot. So if I back out of this, I mean, she could possibly report me thinking, oh my gosh, this person was so suspicious. Why didn't you know? So I sadly felt like there was no way I could back out now. And even though this was so creepy and weird of her to say this to me, I just like, okay, let me just go about this and maybe she'll cancel on her end. That's okay. But I just go about it as like the best buyer that I can be. So I say back to her, yeah. So like I don't say yeah, but I'm like saying, just a surprise thing in Korean. And I'm like, yes, I contacted you because I want to buy this card. So I'm really honestly, I don't even know how to respond to that, but I decide to just try my best as a good buyer of what I can say back. So like, yes, I do want to buy this card. And then I say like usually like basically usually slash basically I we would ask for a proof shot first and then I'll pay you. So that's why I said to you first I would like to see a proof shot. So I'm also explaining to her how this concept works. I'm like, does she not understand the concept? So I just try to defend myself as to why I would suddenly just say I would like to see a proof shot. And like, this is how it usually is. I would like to see a proof shot first and then I'll pay you. So I explained the situation and defending why I said that. So then I also ask her, by chance from me, like if you want me to prove something for you, would you like to see something from me or something? I'm just like I don't know how to go about the situation with her accusing me like this, right? And so then I also answer her other question, what kind of writing do I want on the proof shot? And I just say I will you can just write today's date and time is fine and blah blah blah. So after I said that to her, then she just says to me, okay, like be right back, sends me the proof shot as so. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So then after all this, it's usual, it's just normal conversation of going about buying the card. So I'm just like, she doesn't say anything back about that situation, like why you accusing me of that I wouldn't want to buy from you just because I say, can you please send me a screenshot, sorry, a proof shot first. It's just, that's wild to me. Like, what kind of buyers is she talking with? So I don't know, maybe she had a bad experience with a buyer before, but I was just really really turned off by her first saying that to me. And again, this is the first time I've ever had a seller say this to me. So anyways, then we go about buying the card normally, right? And so of course she responds quickly, to go about buying it because doesn't she want my money? And so yeah, so we go about doing the whole process. And so I buy this card from her on Wednesday, like a couple weeks ago Wednesday. And because at this point I still don't feel good about her because of her accusing me, and also during the whole buying process with her, she does take a long time to respond. Not super long, but just in general, just my feeling with her ever since the first message she sent me, I just didn't feel good. So I just decided that I should probably be cautious with her and see how this goes. And so I buy the card from her on Wednesday. And so after I pay her, I had to wait for her to confirm that she got my payment. And she said, yes, I did. And she only said back to me, I will contact you again when I ship it. And so just for my intuition, I just wonder, is she going to take a long time to ship it? So I just wondered. And so I asked her at this point, when do you plan to ship it? And she says that she'll ship it the following week between Monday through Wednesday. So I was like, that's a long time. So in my experience of buying photo cards from Korean people, they don't usually take that long, but they would like explain to me why they take that long. They're sorry that they have to take that long, blah blah blah. Like they usually would be, nice and considerate about it, right? Because that is a very long time to ship the card to me. But she doesn't say anything like that. She's like, yeah, I will have time to ship it next week, Monday through Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll wait for you until then. But in my mind as well, I'm thinking she'll probably not ship it until next Wednesday. So I had to. So anyways, who knows why she would take such a long time to ship it, unless she's really that busy. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're selling photo cards, I assume you're not that busy because you're having time to sell them. So I was disappointed to see that she was going to ship it so late and no consideration of telling me anything as to why she would ship it so late. But I just accepted it because I wanted to be a good buyer as well and be understanding of her situation. So now I wait until Wednesday the following week, until I message her, because of course during this whole entire time and between that time frame, Monday through Wednesday, that she says she'll ship it, never contacts me, never says anything, nothing considerate about anything to tell me at all. When are you gonna ship it? No, just nothing. So now it's finally the last day, Wednesday, and I'm honestly thinking, wouldn't she have forgotten it by now? I feel like um she's not responsible, and why does it have to take you this long to begin with? So I wouldn't be surprised if she forgets to ship it to me. And so it's my responsibility, which it shouldn't be, is my responsibility to remind her to ship it to me. And that's terrible for any buyer to have to do that, you know? So but I had to because yeah, it's unfair, but a seller sadly will run away with your money if you don't chase after them. And so that's what I had to do. So come Wednesday morning, I didn't want to wait until the end of the day. I have a feeling she will forget. Okay, she won't admit to it, but she will forget. So I just said, hey, Wednesday morning, hi, I just wonder if you're gonna ship it today. Because since she hasn't told me she shipped it yet. So I asked her that, and she responds after like 30 minutes for some reason. Just very rare of her to respond so quickly. And she only says back to me, I will ship it today. And I'm like, just any kind of considerate message would have been nice. It's like, sorry I couldn't ship it earlier, why you couldn't ship, just anything like that is again being considerate. And I've had many people be considerate when these things happen, but she's zero consideration on why you have to ship it so late. And so anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll after you send it, let me know. And she said, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So she said we'll ship it today. And so I wait for her message, but then she messaged me later that day, nighttime. She says, I got out of work late, and by the time I got out of work, the post office was closed. And and so, is it okay if I could ship it to you tomorrow instead? And I'm like, why do you even need to ask me that? Of course you should ship it to me tomorrow. But I didn't say that to her. I didn't say it to her, but I thought it was so weird of her to say, is it okay if I could ship it to you tomorrow? I'm like, when have you ever felt any kind of consideration for me? Like, you didn't even ship it on the day and the time frame that you said you will to begin with. You guys feel me? So I hate the way that she's talking to me, and just zero consideration at all. Even saying like that, is it okay I ship it to you tomorrow? Like, you have to ship it to me tomorrow. So anyways, sorry. So I'm seeing her message, and I'm just like, what a terrible person. So all those other, I just this makes me think she never really had like a big priority to try to ship it soon. So for her to have the day go by and then she ends up leaving work late, I'm like, yeah, this is why you didn't ship it earlier, because you didn't prioritize it to begin with. So anyways, I have low expectations for this terrible person now. And I'm like, yeah, I hope that you can ship it tomorrow. I think I said that back to her. I didn't say, of course, it's okay. Like, don't worry. No, I never said any considerate words to her either. I'm like, yeah, I hope you do ship it tomorrow. Like, that's kind of my feeling. I said to her in Korean, and she's just said to me, okay. And I'm like, okay. So then into Thursday, but of course I have no expectation. I'm just like, I'll just wait and see. And Thursday afternoon. All right. So I assume she had work, or I don't know, but Thursday afternoon, that's when she shipped it to me, Thursday. And I'm like, thanks. All right. So I appreciate that finally she kept to her word, her very, very last word. She finally kept to it. And yeah, photo card perfectly fine. And so yeah, and then it arrived to me today. It does take a few days like that through the post office. Anyways, so finally it's over, and the best that I can go about these situations when I deal with these terrible sellers is that first I will always talk about it on YouTube. I mean, I don't know who are these people watching my YouTube channel, but I would like for my stories to help everyone out there. Whenever you buy from any person, no matter if they're a fellow fan, no matter if they're even a legit store, everything that you buy from, you always have to approach with caution. And when there are any issues, sadly, you as the buyer have to take the initiative to fix it, because sadly, bad sellers slash stores will exist. And you would think they wouldn't, because them as the seller slash store, they should give their best, right? I mean, even for me, like as my case shopper, of course I'm always going to do my best. But even when I'm reselling stuff to fellow fans, even like I'm not doing as my case shopper, I'm doing as from fan to fan. I'm reselling you something that I have. I will always do my best to ship it out to them as soon as possible. It's just no question in my mind. I don't feel any reason to delay on it, and I would prioritize that to make sure I ship it to them as soon as possible. I just feel like that's normal consideration as just a fellow human being, you know? And so I feel like from this terrible person, she didn't think that way. And I hope that she learns her lesson, but I couldn't really be that lesson for her. I don't know, because I can't report her. I can't give her a bad rating on this app. So it's very, very unfortunate. So yeah, just I hope through my passive aggressive messages, they weren't outright angry, but I hope she felt my passive aggressiveness, that I'm not happy about this. Like, this is not normal for anyone to be okay or happy with this. Like, I hope she at least knows that. But who knows? She could be that dense. We don't know. And so anyways, so I tell my stories not only because I need to vent about it, but I hope it helps all you guys to please be very cautious when you buy from anyone, and how to go about it the best way possible. I hope my experience like helped you guys to go about it. But it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. This is not the responsibility of the buyer to have to chase after the seller. No buyer should ever have to do that. So it sucks, but that's the only way to do our best to resolve it and make sure the seller doesn't scam us. We have to chase after them, right? So anyway, so moving forward is that I write down this person's name, their bank account information, all the information that I know about them. I write it all down so that I can make sure I never buy from this terrible person again. And if one day, I don't know, I wonder if I should like spread this list of bad sellers out there, but I don't think I should. But I could tell you guys bad fan sites. Maybe at least I could. Anyways, because I need to update you guys about the Gion Seasons greetings that I bought from a fan site. So thankfully, this photo card and that terrible seller is now over with. But then, of course, every single day, new issues happen with me. And so, if you guys remember that Gion fan site I bought Season's greetings from, I have an update about it. It did not arrive today. So that's the next story for me to vent about and let you guys know what happened. And then I shall go to sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for I.Am's new single. So yeah, Angela, it's so great to see you. But I always assume she's working when she's listening. Like, again, I don't know how you can do that, Angela, while you're working, but always happy to know when you're listening slash watching. So I'm glad to know. So anyways, yeah, comment only when you can. Hi again, Angela. And Sarah says, oh, didn't she get scammed before? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. But That's honestly really weird. It's honestly really weird if she didn't do the right proof shot before, and so that's how someone stole one of her photos. I don't know, but that's weird. We're in a photo card selling app, and you didn't know this beforehand. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just she didn't say to me that she had this experience before. She said to me, these days people are stealing proof shots, and so that's why she thought it was suspicious of me. Why do I only ask for the proof shot first? And I'm just like, this is very normal to ask for a proof shot first. So I was I was still so confused on her saying that to me. Yeah, but then for her to assume and ask, yeah, just because all I said was, please, like, I have said this to every single sorry, what did I just say? Sorry about my lack of enunciation today. So every single seller that I've bought from in Korea, I always say to them, "Hi, like first, can you send me a proof shot?" That's usually my go-to thing to like break the ice and just like, well, that's the first thing I need to get from the seller first before I could consider buying it. So I always say to each seller before I buy the card, "Hi, can I first get a proof shot of it?" Every seller I've talked with that where I've said this to them always said yes, like I'll send it to you tonight, blah 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 blah. Like everyone is always okay. And she's the first one where I say that, and she says to me, "Are you sure you want to buy from me?" And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" It was so uncomfortable just having her say that to me. That I seem like I could be stealing her photo or something. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, yeah. But I'm glad what I said made her trust me. But I mean, I'm just like, it was just the weirdest thing to ever see that from anyone saying that to me. I know, Sarah. I know. Thankfully, it's over. That's all I can get from this. It's over. The card arrived in perfect condition, and I have her info written down to never buy from her again. And that's all we can do. You multitask often. No wonder, Angela. All good. Yeah, and chat with me anytime you want. Oh, you meant did she, not did it. Okay, did she? Yeah. But I don't know. She didn't tell me. Right? Sarah, that's what I'm saying too. It's indeed normal to ask for proof shot that the seller has the item. Exactly. So I found that crazy. Is like I only asked for a proof shot and she thinks I want to steal her photo. Like she wants to confirm with me, like, are you sure you want to buy from me? I'm just like, it was just the weirdest thing to see that response to my question of wanting to see a proof shot first when I'm responding to her sales post. You know? So it's just that's just so unusual. And so from the get-go, I was really, really suspicious of her as well. But again, I had to show myself as a good buyer. I had to sadly go through with it unless she canceled on me instead, which I would have been fine with. But yeah, but she decided to keep going and gave me one of the worst experiences of buying a photo card from a fellow fan. So at this moment, I'm really not happy with this fandom, but I know all you guys who are Monbibs, I'm not talking about you guys. There are so many Monbibs in the world, but right now I seem to be dealing with really, really terrible Monbibs these days. So in the back of my mind is giving me a bad impression on them now, which I mean, but I've always had. Like the fandom we had during OT7 days was a lot better than the fandom we have now. So I feel like every time when these bad things happen to me with other Monbibis in Korea, it feels like it confirms for me that this fandom is just getting worse and worse, sadly. And to not even be considerate or just being a terrible person. I know terrible people will always exist in each fandom, but man, I really wish to go back to the days when the fandom was smaller and it was just overall just such a comfortable, good feeling. I really think Wano being in Monster X really gave that feeling because he was basically the Monbebe president. So him being the president kind of shaped the Monbebe fandom in some way. And so sadly, after he left, the Monbebe fandom, of course, changed. And so without Wano as our Monbebe president, yeah, that I've completely noticed the fandom just changed without that Wano presence in the group. I feel like MX as a group, they're still okay. Like they're still okay, but the dynamic of the group definitely changed without Wano in there. But they're still MX is still MX. MX hasn't drastically changed after Wano left, which I feel like is a compliment to them knowing exactly who they are. So even when a member sadly is gone, but they what's the word, you know what I mean? So you would think from from such a dramatic thing, like they would change 180, right? But no, they didn't. So that's what I mean. They didn't have a 180 change. They're still MX, but just like a variation of MX because Wano is not there. So this variation of MX now without Wano, of course, changes the fandom. And so I think that's how I'm seeing this current fandom as so. And I really don't like it, sadly, but I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm grateful that this fandom will not be so terrible that it will make me leave. Thankfully not. So I'm hoping that day will never happen. And so even though I deal with terrible fans like this, but my love for MX is too big. As you guys know, it's way too big. And the only way for me to enjoy them better is just to avoid these terrible fans. And I can do that, you know? So I feel like that's a doable thing. I just avoid all the fans and I'll be okay. But I mean, I'm not gonna avoid all the fans, but I mean, I'm hoping what's the word, just limited interaction with the fans as much as possible. Like don't focus too much on how they are, and you know, I could never relate with them as a fellow fan. I just feel like I'm like my own thing. I'm my own thing, and as long as I keep to myself about that, I'll be fine. Yeah. But anyways, but I have you guys, okay? But you guys are like my friends, okay? Are like my friends, but I don't see you guys as like um what's the word? You guys get me? Okay, because I know you guys more than Monster X fans. You guys get me? So I don't see you guys as just a plain fan. I see you guys as the person that you are. And so we're different. Okay, we're different. And so I mean to say only like people who I don't know, but I only know them as a Monster X fan. So from that impression of them, like that's I'm just like yeah, we you know. Okay, I hope I made sense. I don't think I'm making sense, but hello everyone. Lulu, I'm shocked you're here. What's going on? Okay, so 1 second. Good evening and morning to you. Fan site dramas are really turning you off. I know, Lou. I know. So I just I know, Lou. And yeah, so I tell my stories because for it to happen so common to me, it's just for everyone to be aware that the Monsta X fandom is just really crappy these days. That's all I have to say. I mean, again, good fans exist, of course. I'm not saying all Monbebes suck. Okay, no, of course not, because we're all fellow Monbebes. But it's like uh, it's so hard to explain because I feel like I'm dissing myself as a Monbebe too, right? So it's so complicated on what I'm trying to say to make sense. Uh yeah. So Lulu, yeah. So I tell my stories for reference and just to vent because I'm always sadly not happy with our fandom. So it's just let's go about it the best way we can. And yeah, that's all I could say on that. Sarah says, your last experiences are not so good, but I hope that you won't come across these types of people again in the future. That's my hope too. That's my hope too. But my track record these days is happening more often, so it makes me a bit concerned if it's happening so often. But yeah, but I feel like this is not the end. I'm of course gonna have more stressful things later. Like even right now, I'm buying more photo cards from other Monbibis, but what can I do? It's my job, it's okay, it's my job. And so as I'm going through each photo card purchase, I'm just like, let's see what happens, and I will rant to you guys again if anything else happens. And I feel like I should go in expecting that every single fan I buy cards from, they're not going to do their best. They are just typical fans, and they don't give the fandom a good name if they treat other fans like this when we're doing transaction like this, And I'm just like, what's going on with our fandom? And it just keeps making me not like being here, but I'm still gonna be a Monbibi. You guys know I love Monster X too much. The fandom will never be that big of a thing for me to ever leave the fandom, since I love them so much. Yeah, but makes me not want to be friends with any more Monbibis at this point. I mean Korean or foreigner, I don't know. But you guys are not included. I hope you guys know. Like, it really sucks for me to say that because we're all Monbibis, but I hope you guys understand me in terms of just in general. Okay, in general, I'm not talking about you guys, just in general, from all my bad experiences. As you guys know, I'm just really turned off by the fandom at this moment. That's all I mean by that. But I love us as friends, okay? And we love Monster X. That's all I see it as. And I know you guys more than just fans, all right? So I hope you guys understand. Of course I'm still gonna have Monbibi friends, which you guys are, but we're more than that, okay? I hope you guys know that. So anyways, yeah, I just wanna only love Monster X. That's all. I just only want to love them, and the fandom, just whatever, and then I only want my friends, my friends that I meet throughout my life because of Monster X. I will meet more friends through that, and then we will have our own fun, and that's all I want to do. So yeah. Okay. Anyways. Oh yeah, Lulu. There was a fan site that got into trouble for following Gian during COVID lockdown, and his private time to take his photos. Are you kidding me? I have never heard of that. Really? If by chance you know who this fan site is, can you let me know so that I don't ever support this fan site? If by chance you know, let me know. I know. She said this wasn't the unboxing you hope to see. I know. It's a Gian thumbnail. Okay, and I love that thumbnail because it makes me giggle, but it's to show the photo card unboxing. So yeah, sorry, Lou, but the thing is, I will talk about the season's greetings in 1 second. So 1 second. Yeah, 1 second on that. Lulu says, when I was a new weenie, you got Wano's first album. You didn't realize the seller removed the poster and the photo card. Oh gosh, Lulu, I remember you told me this story, yeah. And you had to rebuy the album from a local store. Gosh. That see, I just fellow fan to fan doing crappy things like that. Yeah, but Lulu, it's okay. It was your first time buying it, and I don't know if you asked for the proper proof, or also maybe you didn't know it had things inside. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We live and learn, so don't worry about it. But yeah. So that's why I hope with my stories, like for any new fans that come our way, is that my stories hopefully will help you guys to buy from other fans safely. Proof shot is number one. If they can't provide a proof shot, personally for me, I never feel comfortable to buy from from someone I don't know, even if they're a fellow fan. I don't know you, okay? I don't know you, and so I want legit proof before I buy it. And to this day, I have yet to be scammed by buying a photo card, but I had times of the photo card arriving damaged to me, and those experiences of it arriving damaged just makes me just, I mean, some sellers sometimes resolve it with me, like to give me a partial refund, but it really doesn't feel good when I buy a photo card and expect it to not be damaged, but it arrives damaged. So even with a refund, I mean, it still doesn't feel good. And so yeah, so just be careful. Like, no matter what, even if the whole process goes well, but it's only up until the end when the photo card arrives. Only up until then can you like finally come to the conclusion, oh, finally, like it's all done and nothing wrong happened, So it's a long process and a lot of trust, and we try to go through it as best as possible to not get scammed. But yeah, so I always be careful when buying things, sadly. Yeah. You made purchases from a Hyunwon fan site, they better deliver. So Lulu. So so far that Hyunwon fan site that we know of, so far they've been pretty good with me. So I don't know if you want me to say it here or not publicly, but I could talk about with you privately about it. So if you want me to say it here, let me know, since it's your thing. You get me, girlfriend. So just let me know. Yes, hope everything will go smoothly. Yes. Good, Lulu, that's what I'm saying too. Lulu always understands me. She says no one will ever turn her off of Wano or Monster X. I'm exactly the same. That's what I'm saying. Unless MX or Wano does something super terrible, but that's like, so terrible. Like as I always mention, if ever, okay, but I really hope they never do anything that terrible. And except for that, nothing will ever turn me off from them. Yeah. And these people are not a reflection of them. Yeah. They are just people who are horrible at communicating. Right. Yeah. So, we would wish the fandom reflects the artists, as we know MX and Wano are wonderful guys. And so to see the fandom not reflect off of them to want to be good themselves, that really says a lot, sadly. It says more that the fan themselves care more, like don't really care about the members personality, I guess, in that kind of sense. So I've always been disappointed about this new fandom. They would always say MX are so handsome and they're so talented, but they never say anything about their personality. So I feel like the current fandom is very shallow, and so because of that, shows their bad personality, and they're not reflecting off of MX personality because they never talk about their personalities. So that's very concerning to me. And also, sadly, I've met some bad 1.0 sellers too, like 1.0 fan sellers, but not the worst, but just I didn't meet some good 1.0 fans either, sadly, when I bought photo cards from them. But it's I don't know. I think it's asking too much that every seller would be perfect. Of course not. It's just concerning. It's just concerning when you're selling someone to when you're selling something and you don't want to do your part of being a good seller. Basically, that's what I categorize those people as. They didn't want to be a good seller. And I'm just like, why? Why? I just gave you money and you don't have a good conscience to just do your job well. So sadly, I see them as just having bad personalities to begin with then, right? So yeah. 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 So anyways, let's think of it this way. The fans are definitely not so the fans should not be a reflection of Monster X and Wano. Let's put it that way. We know Monster X and Wano are all great guys. And so with the fans not being great, let's not say that's because MX guys are not good. That's definitely not the case. It's just I think the fandom now is more shallow, more selfish, more self-centered. Yeah. And so they are fans of MX, not super deep down. And so I feel like if you're a fan that's super deep down, is really their fan and loves them, you would have a good conscience, at least, you guys feel me? So I think those are the fans that I'm meeting these days. They don't have good conscience, and yeah, and just okay, yeah. Okay. She says I can talk about it. Okay. So with Lulu's permission, so I have helped her buy things from a Hyungwon fan site who did that birthday cafe. So one of the birthday cafes I went to, they ran out of stuff for selling, and Lulu wanted to buy some of those stuff. But when I got there, it was all sold out, and I'm just like, man, what can we do? So it was just that cafe was just super popular. And so I of course follow these Twitters, and so I saw her tweet saying that she's going to sell these items. And so she is going to be making those items again and just selling mailing to us the items. So like just an online order basically. And so I was very shocked because birthday cafes usually wouldn't do that. So I think because she had so much demand for her items, I guess, and given when I got there, it was all sold out. I think that's why she's like, oh, yeah, make some extra money, girlfriend. Yeah, make that money. And so she decided to open an online order. And so I told Lulu about it, and she's like, I want to buy some. And I'm like, great, yeah, yeah. So Lulu, here's the thing is that I contacted directly to that fan site because I wanted to make sure that the items I chose are the correct ones because she didn't really label the items according to their title. So I was just kind of guessing based on the title and that I feel pretty sure it would match to that. But just to be safe, I wanted to contact her to make sure I selected the right items based on their title. So I sent her a direct message and not knowing when she'll respond to me because she's a fan site, but not really. She's only a Twitter for this birthday cafe. So I don't know what to call her, but she responded to me really quickly. So I was very impressed with that. So she responded to me quickly and said that everything that I did was correct of what I wanted to buy. And I was like, okay, great, thank you. So Lulu, for now, I have a good impression of this fan that she seems pretty good. And also at the cafe, they were pretty good too. I mean, they didn't seem super nice, but I mean that's not their job. Okay, that's not their job to be super nice. They were just there because they're just fans. Okay, they're just fans that help make this. But in terms of how they went about the cafe and answering questions, I thought they were okay. Yeah, I really did. And so for now, I have a good impression of them. And so I want to believe they will ship the items to us all okay. And of course, I'll still do an unboxing of them to make sure it's all good. And yeah, so I say for now, don't worry. At least I'm not worried. So for now, I feel pretty okay with them. And yeah, that's yeah. So I have stories of all the fans that I buy from. Some feel okay and good, and some not so good. And so for now, I want to assure Lulu, like for now, I feel okay with that fan site. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I some the newer Mondays are a bit shallow. You feel me, girlfriend? Lulu, do you understand me? Right. Okay, so she says, but they are probably young and green about their history. Yes, yes, yes. That's the other thing about the fandom. Most of them have to be young. They have to be because of them being so shallow and not knowing a lot about their history. Yeah. I want to believe that most of them are new fans and they don't want to go deep into the history. They don't care about Wano. And so, as I said before, the fandom for real changed after Wano left. And that makes me miss Wano more to be in Monster X because when he was in Monster X, the fandom just really reflected kind of off of him because he's such a emotional guy. And again, he was our president of the fan club, not official, but he acted like our president, and and he was just always really good at taking care of us. He would uh I can't explain, but he was just really the best. Like how he is now as a solo Wano. That's not as much as he used to do when he was in Monster X. I mean, I know that's hard to believe, right? But he was doing so much when he was in Monster X of like really, really just giving us too much. Okay, it was like I personally wanted Wano to stop it, and I regret ever thinking that. But I personally was like, Wano, this is too much. But then sadly when he left, I regret ever thinking that. And so, anyways, yeah, so like, Wano really, really affected the fan club. And so with him gone, it's like these fans don't get that emotional thing that we did when we were with Wano. And oh well, right? This is how the fandom is without Wano. Isn't that interesting? It's interesting. And so I hope you guys will ever experience the time if Wano ever comes back to Monster X. I really hope the fans that want to leave, please do, and the fans that want to come in or stay, like, yeah, I really want to believe it will change the dynamic again. Yeah. Um, Yes, girlfriend. Obsessive fans are a whole different category. That's right. That's right. These fan sites for Lulu fall into this category as they go to their events and concerts and sell their photos. I totally understand you, girlfriend. I ranted about this before. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I always felt indifferent with fan sites because they we do benefit from them because they are there to take photos and let us know what MX is doing. Like, I don't know how they know this info. I mean, again, that's where it's gray area, right? But because of them, we know what's going on and we see the photos of what the guys are doing because we can't go there ourselves. And also a lot of them take really beautiful photos, and so those beautiful photos could go viral and then help to promote the singer as well. So it's pros and cons of what a fan site is for a singer. And so for us as fans, how we feel about fan sites, it's totally up to everyone. If you want to buy things from a fan site because you like it, it's no problem. It's up to you and how you feel about them. Okay. I need to respond to this. Sorry. 1 second. 1 second. Uh, okay, I need to talk about the story with you guys too. So yeah, and so I personally bought from a few Gion fan sites because I really like their items and how I go to support birthday cafe. So it's either for a fan site or just a regular fan. I don't know. I don't look into who they are, and so I support when I want to buy their things because I think it's pretty. If I think it's pretty and it's of my favorite guy and I'm like, well, I mean, I think of it as like I'm supporting your effort to make this stuff and you make it look very pretty. So it's like your artistry, I guess. So I just kind of thought of it that way. I'm supporting your effort in that. And also, we both support the same singer. And that, I kind of borderline what is that the word, underline support her efforts in meeting my favorite singer as well. But I try not to think too much about that, is that I really do like her photos and all her pretty stuff that she makes and sells. And so I just think it's just like, she's just like a store in some sense, and she wants to sell these things and I like it. I'm gonna buy it. It's okay. And so what happens later is that when I actually talk to these people, so so with this Gion fan site, Season's Greetings, I did talk with her before when I had sorry, when I had to add some items to my current order. And so when I contact her about that to change my order, she was really good about it. So I always had a good impression of her because of her um, accommodating for me for my orders. In the past, she was always good about that, and so I've always had a good impression of her with that. And so now, though, she makes her first mistake. This is her first mistake in any of the past orders I've done with her. Is the first mistake, and you would think from making this mistake, you would be very accommodating to me. You should, but she isn't. So this is where I'm like, I don't know what happened to you, but this is very, very disappointing. You're not doing your best about the situation. So I, from this point on, never want to buy from her again. So let me explain that story in 1 second. Um Sarah says Wano was Monbib's number one fan and hype man. Sarah. Sarah is a longtime fan. Sarah. You know what I'm talking about. And she says not only that, he was Monster X number one fan too. Exactly. Monbebe president, and he's also MX number one fan. Like, any of us thinks that we're MX number one fan? No. Wano will forever be Monster X number one fan. To I'm sorry to say this, but this is but I want to assume we all agree on this, but he loves Monster X so much, that's why he left the group. Okay. Who the heck does that except their number one fan? You get me? So that's he's forever their number one fan. Okay. So again, I wish he never left Monster X. I still always wish this never happened, but from that action and everything that Wano, all that crap he went through, that proves how much he loves Monster X. I'm tearing up. Sorry, I'm tearing up because he's a beautiful person. And so, anyways, yeah. As much as I love Monster X and Wano will always be their number one fan. So, anyways, no emotional time. Let's go, Sarah. Don't do that anymore. Okay. Anyways, Lulu says, I can't judge how these new fans came into the fandom, right, me too. But I can't expect them to fully understand the past if they are not curious about the past. I totally agree with you, Lou. I totally agree with you. I've said this before as well. I would appreciate it if all new fans go back into their history and know how MX came to be, because even though it sucked what happened, but because of Wano leaving, totally reflects and shows how they've grown into this person right now. Of course, they have not changed, but they're like a different version, an upgraded version. Let's put it that way, an upgraded version after dealing with a terrible situation, and you have to keep going, but you're growing from it, So it would be great if fans knew all that history, because it's very important of how they are right now. But if they don't want to look into the history and only focus on who they are right now, then again, that shows their shallowness again, right? And if they want to continue being shallow and don't want to dig deep and know more about them, then so be it. And so that's why I'm not happy with this current fandom if most of them are being shallow like this. Exactly. But I can't expect them to want to do it. So it's just people do what they want to do, and that this is me just having to go with the flow about it. And people these days aren't curious of their history. Just goes back again to their shallowness. And Lulu says, I probably won't buy any calendars from a fan site, as I rather buy from the official. So MX and MX, so that Wano and MX get the money. I totally agree with you. And the only reason I want to buy her calendar is just that they're pretty. I'm like, they're really pretty, and she gives like extra cute stuff with it. I'm just like, why not? And so anyways, but I feel like this is maybe good timing that she screwed up this time, because for 2025 Gion Season's Greetings, what kind of photos is going to be? He's in the military for all of 2024. So it's going to be all old photos again for 2025. And so I'm like, anyway, I wouldn't want to buy that anyway. But moving forward is like, after Gion comes back to the military, I wonder what kind of glow up he will have. But it would be nice to have a calendar of Gion post military, right? But come on, I could get that from his company. All right. So I could get that from his company. Or if he personally wants to make his own Season's Greetings, Gion, are you watching? Why don't you? Okay, so anyways, I would love that more. If I get it directly from them that they made officially, that's forever gonna happen with me from now on, because I do not trust any Gion fan site for now, I guess, because this is not the first time I've had an issue with a Gion fan site. And so I think this is enough times for me to no longer trust a Gion fan site. That's what I mean. And so this is just the last thread I had hanging, basically, is like, I wanted to believe this fan site would never do me dirty, but now she did. And so I'm like, man, I believed in you, and so let me finish this story now of the Gion fan site Season's Greetings person. So first off is that her communication about it is the crappiest communication I've ever seen. So I don't want to believe it's because I'm not fluent in Korean, but no, I don't want to believe that, but who knows? Maybe because she sees my Twitter account is my K-shopper. So I'm using my K-shopper to talk with her, because that's the username I also put in my order form. So I just thought that's best. I should communicate with her on there. So who knows if she already knows that I'm not a native Korean, and so that's why she doesn't. What's the word? It's possible. It's very possible that she doesn't do her best, because she's like, oh, she's not a Korean, so I don't need to like I don't need to be careful about her or something, or like pay extra attention to her. It's just sometimes I usually get that feeling from Korean people because I'm not a native Korean, even though I'm Asian, but still, it does sometimes happen. So anyways, whatever the reason is for this bad communication, it's it's not showing me that she is sorry. First off, she never apologized to me. Okay, so she first off never apologized, and also not showing great consideration to my situation. So let me recap for everyone, just in case. I buy Gion 2024 season's greetings from this fan site. I bought 3, 1 for me, 2 for customers. And this arrived early January, but I was sick. And then when I got back to work, I had to prioritize other things that I needed to do that was more important than the Gion season's greetings, like opening it quickly. So overall, I had a lot of things that I had to do, and I couldn't open this season's greetings package until a couple days ago. And so as you know, we're now mid late January. So I never had an issue with her before, so that's why I left it for so long, because I want to assume would have no issue. And so I see this package and it's kind of small. And I'm like, is there really 3 calendars in here? But I'm thinking, well, maybe they're small. I don't know. So, but with my intuition, I still filmed an unboxing video just in case. So I open it and there's only 1 season's greetings inside. And I'm like, oh, dang it. Like, how could you have messed this up? I don't know. I go back to my order form. It says clearly I bought 3. It shows the price I paid there. And it even says their payment completed. All right. So what the heck could have happened that she didn't see their freaking 3? I don't know. I don't know. So, or unless it was her assistant that screwed up. I don't know. Maybe she has assistants. I don't know. So anyways, so I can't believe this. The first time I've ever had an issue with her. And so I contact her right away, and I was concerned because it's now mid-January, and I explained to her I couldn't open it until now, and I thought there would be no issue. That's why I waited until now. And I explained to her the whole situation. I show her my order form. And the first thing she says to me is, oh, I will send you the missing items today. That's the only sentence she wrote to me. No apologies, nothing. Like, does it show consideration? I don't know. I feel like it should be normal. You should apologize because this is your mistake. But again, I'm talking about this late as well, and so I said sorry that I'm telling you late because I opened it late. So I personally said sorry to her, and she never said sorry to me. So I'm just like, but anyway, so the thing is that as I'm going through this conversation with her, I misinterpret a lot of the words she said. So the reason is I assumed something would happen and it didn't happen. The words are very, very similar that made me misinterpret that word for a totally different word. So these things happened. And when I talk to her about these things of me assuming the wrong thing, and I write this to her, assuming the wrong thing, she never responds back to me correcting me. And I'm just like, I really wonder why she never responds about certain things unless she really is that busy. But again, Gihyun is in the military. What are you freaking busy with unless you have a job that's 24/7? I don't know. Like, I really wonder what kind of jobs these fan sites have. And so anyways, she never responds to my message of correcting me. So I couldn't believe, like I didn't realize until a few days later that I misinterpreted her words. So now I'm trying to like do a summary, but I don't know if I could. So as I'm waiting for her response of shipping it to me, because she said, "We'll ship it to me today," right? But she doesn't tell me that it's been shipped or with a tracking number. So I'm assuming she didn't ship it yet. And so so like 1 or 2 days passed, and I contact her because I feel like that was long enough. I'm like, um so I'm like, if you can go about this quickly, please do so. And then I also say, if by chance you can't send me the season's greetings anymore, I'm fine to get a refund. Like at this point, I was really so upset with her because she's not updating me about it. Like no consideration about anything. I would rather get a refund than keep her calendar at this point. And so I said that as well. Just freaking refund me if you can't, if you're not. So anyways, so then after I sent that message, she doesn't respond until the next morning. So I sent that message at like 4 p.m. the day before. And so she responds to me the next morning. And I'm just like, what are you doing? This was the weekend. What are you doing on the weekend? I don't know. So anyways, she responds to me the next morning. And her message says, um, tomorrow the delivery will happen. So the word she used, it could be interpreted two ways. It could be interpreted as like, I will ship it tomorrow, or it will be delivered to you tomorrow. So I don't know why she uses those words, but I wonder if it's because, I'm not a native speaker, but I really wish any Korean person would think this way as me too. So that word in Korean, it could be interpreted as shipping, like literal shipping to you, or delivery, like delivery coming to you. It's just, Korean is a difficult language, as you guys know. So when I first saw that message, my first thought was that she was shipping it tomorrow. That was my first thought. But then when I looked back on that message a second time, I was like, oh wait, that way that she's phrasing it, that can also mean it could be delivered to me tomorrow. So now I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, given she said to me she will ship it on that day, like 2 days ago. So if she did ship it on that day, then that does mean it will arrive to me tomorrow. So that was also my thinking based on her words. So I respond to her saying, "Oh, if you're gonna ship it tomorrow, can you send me the tracking number as well?" And then I corrected myself. Oh, wait, do you mean it's gonna wait, so sorry. So then in my next message, I said, "Oh, wait, I think I misunderstood you. Did you ship it already like 2 days ago?" So that was my last message to her, and she never responds to that. So I'm just like, okay, I will assume she means it will deliver to me tomorrow, which is today. So I had a full day of doing lots of things today. I come back home and I don't see a package of season's greetings that looks nothing, nothing like that arrived today. So then I'm thinking, what's going on? And she still hasn't responded to my message. And I sent that last message to her like yesterday, 12 p.m. Again, I don't know what she's doing on the weekends. And so yeah, she never responds to me. So I assume I didn't say anything wrong if you don't correct me, right? So anyways, I then sent her a message today when I came home. It was like 5:30 p.m. So at this time, I'm like, hey, the season's greetings didn't arrive today. And then I'm like, can you please send me the tracking number? And like, I'm wondering, did you even ship it then? So um so now this fan site for some reason responds to me very quickly. So she responded to me after like 20 minutes. I'm like, what? Like, are you more free on weekdays? No. I think, she will respond when she feels it's necessary at this rate that she's showing me, right? So she responds back to me quickly with the tracking number. And she says to me, what I meant by my words yesterday, she said, I meant that I was going to ship it to you today. And I'm like, oh, so my initial interpretation of your message was correct after all. But like, I don't know why she uses those kinds of words. Like, I no, for sure she's a native Korean. I remember like who she is. She's for real native Korean, but like, yeah, I don't know why she uses such vague words to talk about important things. And again, still has never apologized to me. So she tells me this, and she said, yeah, so it's been shipped today and is expected to arrive to me tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm just like, so I forgot my last message. I'm like, okay, yeah, now I understand everything, and thank you for letting me know the tracking number. And I didn't want to say anything more than that. Like, why should I even say thank you? Because you have been so inconsiderate, so not helpful during this whole entire time, never showing any kind of remorse to me that you made a mistake. Why do I want to keep supporting her? So that's the whole story of this. Sadly, the last time I ever want to buy from this fan site. Now, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure customers still want me to buy from her. I'm very okay with it. The thing is, if customers ask me, of course I'm going to still buy from her. It's okay because she's not she didn't really do something that makes me want to blacklist her, because I have fan sites who I 1000% blacklist, but she is just she's just not a considerate person. But that's not a reason to blacklist her, because she owned up to her mistake, right? And she didn't even ask me to send her the unboxing video, so she knew she made a mistake. But it's just very unfortunate she never apologized to me. And yeah, and also gave me unnecessary stress of never correcting me or answering my questions. So the best I can do is that I will not reject customers' request to buy from her, but I will never retweet her on Twitter. That's the best thing that I can do about it. I'm not going to promote her items or anything that she does anymore, and only if customers ask me, I'll just buy as normal and not promote her. So I think that's the best way to go about it. And if any customers watch this and yeah, no moving forward about Gion fan sites, that I don't like them anymore. At least you guys know the whole story of why I don't like them anymore. And yeah, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, I mean, even though I still hate Starship, as you guys know, Starship gave me a lot of issues, but I still would rather pay for official items is better, because some of that money does go to MX and 10 pockets at least, right? And that makes me feel better than the money of these fans that can see my favorite singers all they want and make money off of their things and whatnot. But again, I'm not totally hating on fan sites. As I mentioned earlier, there's pros and cons to everything, and a fan site as well does have pros and cons. And just yeah, and it's my choice of where I want to spend my money, and it's all good. It's all good. Now moving forward, how do I feel about other fan sites like Juhan or Wano? Um, I have to really think about it. Like, if I know they're good, or if I know it's just a normal fan who is not really making a lot of profit, like they're only wanting to make these goods because they want to. I don't know. It depends on a lot. If I just go by my intuition of like, yeah, I think this is okay, and they seem nice or blah blah. Like, I just have to go by intuition. So I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna buy from a fan site again. Yeah, yeah. It's just I'll be more picky, more selective, and really, do I really want it? Yeah, yeah. So that's it. And so Lou, the unboxing that you've been waiting for so long, I know, and sadly, all these issues happen, but the unboxing of it will for sure be tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is IM's new single gonna drop at 6 p.m. Korea time. So this season's greetings should arrive to me around lunchtime. So lunchtime Korea time. So if you guys are still awake at that time, once it arrives here, I'm gonna do the unboxing right away. Okay. And then I'm gonna look through it, and then just I'm gonna be half and half. I can't really be excited about this calendar anymore because I don't like this fan site anymore, right? But I'll do my best to like enjoy it because of seeing all the photos of Gihyun, and I'm trying to not think too much of the fan site. But I'm still gonna talk badly about her, like, it's gonna remind me as I'm looking at her calendar, right? But I'll do my best to make it fun. And I've been wanting to talk about Gion for a long time, so I need to like dedicate a moment of like me talking about him. So I'll do my best to make it fun. And so I'm hoping, yeah, based on the tracking, it'll arrive to me tomorrow lunchtime, and I'm gonna do it right away. Yeah. So if anyone can join me. Yeah, and so yeah, so that's the plan. Lunchtime, unboxing Gion Season's greetings, and then 6 p.m., the reaction party to I Am Single, and that's it, right? Yeah. And that's it. So busy day tomorrow, but I'm not doing anything major work tomorrow. Just my normal work, and then mix in there. I'll see you guys for lots of things. Yeah, Lou, thanks, buddy. She says she doesn't judge me for buying pretty and cute Gion calendars. Thanks, girlfriend. And yes, since you bought pretty and cute Hyungwon photo and merch too. Yeah, you feel me. I don't judge you. You don't judge me. I feel you. And we all have our own reasons to buy it, and just knowing who we're supporting when we're buying that. And as long as we're fine with it, that's all that matters. Yeah. But now I don't feel good supporting this fan site anymore because of what I've been through with her. And so it's, if this didn't happen, yeah, I would have still been supporting her. But all things happen for a reason. And that's one of my models as well. Maybe this is supposed to happen so that finally I don't buy and give her my money anymore. And given this is the last year of Gion before he comes back from the military, I think it's good timing, right? I think it's good timing. And I cannot wait when he comes back, and then no more hiatus anymore. And he's going to have merchant albums all the time, right? So I will enjoy this break as long as I can, and save my money, right? And then Gion is gonna take all my money later, right? So let's think of it that way. Anyways, Lulu says, I feel like the supplier short shipped her. Oh yeah, see, I don't know who shipped this to me. If she personally packed it, or what. I don't know. Yeah, whose mistake exactly was it? I don't know. Yeah. And she thought that just partially shipping something was okay. I don't know. She would have been better off to ship in full, or the price, or the pack may have just. I don't know. Yeah, she never explained to me what happened, and I don't know. What I really wonder what happened. Yeah. Yeah, all of this confusion could have been avoided if she had just replied sooner, right, Sarah? Yeah, she really just didn't want to talk to me. So, like, when I said something which didn't make sense, how come she didn't want to correct me? And then even when I asked her a question, she never responded to me when it's a pretty important question. I'm wondering, did you ship it on Friday? And I even said to myself, oh wait, I think I misunderstood what you said. And so from what I misunderstood, I thought she meant she shipped it already, but then actually that was my misunderstanding. Why didn't she correct me? I don't know. So yeah, it would have, if only she had a proper conversation with me. We never really had a proper conversation until finally when she sent me the tracking number. Like, I even said that to her on yesterday. It's like, after you ship it, can you please send me the tracking number? I said that, but then I thought, oh wait, maybe she already shipped it, because based on what she said, since I was confused, why she, again, for some reason, did not want to be accommodating for me. Like, I wonder if it's because she knows I'm not a native Korean, and so she's like, okay, just let her figure it out on her own, So that's why I say that as well. I wonder if she's treating me differently because she knows I'm not a native Korean. So it's tough, guys. As always, it's tough, but I just hope I meet better people, all right? But that's a fantasy, right? Like, these terrible people will always appear in my work, in my daily lives, personal lives, all the time, and I have to go about it the best I can. I need to just let it go. That's number one, because stress really does affect your health, guys. So if we have to manage our stress as best as possible, and so just to relax. And that's why I'm grateful to have MX and Wano in my life, because they always make me feel better. But also talking with you guys, I'm so glad I opened, YouTube channel. So talking with you guys helps me feel better too. So just thanks everyone for joining me on all these journeys and just letting me release the stress. And hopefully this week will be a lot better. All right, tomorrow, lots of good things. All right, the I am single thing, and then 3 days later, IM's birthday and Moonbeam's birthday. And then we need to have a bachelorette party with Cherry. So I still haven't DM'd her. I'm sorry, Cherry, if she sees this later. I need to contact her because she's getting married in like 2 weeks, guys. So okay, so we'll see on that later. Yeah, I'm hoping right before I sleep, I'll DM her. Okay. Anyways, hopefully more fun things to come later. All right. So all these annoying things happening to me, let them all happen now, and then from now on, only good things happen. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Lulu says, I personally would not want to put you and me through a purchase with babysitting duties from a fan site. I get you, girl. I get you. She says, I have faith in a fellow Mr. J lover. Yes, yes, but was really hesitant to buy. 1,000% I feel you on that. And you should always be hesitant. You should always be hesitant when you buy from any person, fan site, fan, store, Starship, So always be hesitant, but the stuff you want to buy are so freaking cute. They are so cute, and when you really want them, just get them. All right. And also, I feel still good feelings about this fan, that I feel like she'll be okay. So let's hope for the best, because I do meet I do meet good fans more than bad fans. That's for real. Okay. Only 10% I meet are bad, and that's very little. And so I talk about them a lot, but it does happen very small. So I'm usually hopeful all things goes well, but when it doesn't go well, it's like, what can we do? But yeah, I'm hopeful the Hyungwon fan sites will be okay. And I still, Lulu, the person I traded with, she was so nice to me. Oh my gosh, wait, I talked about it in my Insta live. Yeah, she was so nice, and so that was nice to see. She's a Che lover as well, but also a Gihyun lover too. So I was, maybe she's equally both. I know a lot of fans they can't really choose an ultimate bias, which is totally understandable, and so she was really, really nice. She was so young. Okay, not super young. Okay, I'm just based on how she looks like, she must have been high school or just going into college. She really looks that young to me. But who knows? Maybe she's a young face but old age. But I want to believe she was pretty young. But for someone who is that young and who is really, really, really nice to me, I was like, I hope you grow up to be a really, really good woman. And not that she's not already, but given her age, I'm assuming I hope she will always be that nice for the rest of her life. And so yeah, so I should say more good things than bad things, all right, since they happen 90% of the time. So future lies, no more bad things. Yeah, we're gonna talk only good things, even though Gion's season's greetings is gonna put me in a slight bad mood, but I'll do my best to keep it more positive. And so yeah, I do meet a lot of good fans too, and in general, I still don't feel good about this current fandom, but I do appreciate the few fans I meet who are really, really good. Oh yes, girlfriend. She says she's gonna be working from home tomorrow. Good, girlfriend. Or is it today? So like 12 hours from now. Can I see you? 12 hours from now. That's my hope of when this package arrives to me. And you're so hilarious. I always enjoy this with Lulu. I like don't question how I am as a Gion fan, but she said I cannot wait to roast Mr. Yu's calendar. I can't wait either. Okay, so I'm just a weird Gion fan. Like he always looks handsome to me, but just like this thumbnail of him drinking that water bottle, it's just hilarious to me. Like that kooky side of him, and I enjoy roasting him in a loving way. All right, it's always in a loving way. But let's be real. I'm honest when I don't like something, right? But I still always love him, and I love him. And so I'm honest about my critique on him because I love him so much. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. Okay. So I hope everyone understands. I swear I love him, but I really enjoy roasting him too. Okay. So anyways, Lulu says, I remember the equally bad purchase experience with the 10 fan site last year. There are 2 10 fan sites I will never buy from again. Kind of 3. Sorry. A little bit of 3, but isn't okay. But 2 for sure. So sadly, yeah. So Lulu, your memory is so good. I have the worst experiences with 10 fan sites. And I don't know why. Because 10 is a great guy. So how come his fan sites are so bad? I don't know. So I believe their names are Vibe One, Only One Ho. These two for real will never ever ever buy from again. And then one more that's kind of just I would like to avoid her if possible. It was the fan site where I went to her birthday cafe last year. So I think it was like boom boom blah 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 something like that. Yeah, yeah. But what can we do? What can we do? So yeah, just FYI, I will I will say that publicly so that you guys as well please don't buy from them because they were just they treated me terribly. That's just what it was. Yeah. And yeah, and for treating me that terrible is for sure I'm never going to buy even if sadly it happened to me once. A customer asked me for one of their items before and I told them, "Hey, I'm so sorry, but we can no longer buy from this fan site anymore because they really screwed me over." I think I said the reason like it's a very serious reason. They screwed me over, so I can never buy from them again. And they were totally understanding. They were like, "Oh my gosh, I totally understand. Yeah, so I won't buy from them either." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." So I think that's good. So yeah, so it has to be that bad for me to never ever buy from them again. And so that third 10 fan site, it's okay. I could still buy if customers really really want her items again, but I think the same way I just won't promote her, and I think it's fine. I just buy from her carefully, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So that third fan site, the Boom Boom something fan site, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So I do have a lot of bad experiences with fans and fan sites, and so it's just I always promote to always be careful when buying from them. But look on the bright side, most fans I buy from are usually good. They usually are. So always keep that in mind, but always prepare for something bad to happen. Sadly, it sucks to say that, but we have to. Yeah, yeah. By the way, I need to respond to her. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, great. Great. One second, guys. Okay, so I'm currently dealing with a seller right now. So she's pretty she's okay, okay. So this okay, I want to expect that she's a good seller because she's a um she's a she's okay, so this seller, okay. One story at a time, but I definitely need to see my phone um see my phone because I didn't expect her to respond to me so quickly. So what was I talking about? I am so sorry. What was I talking about? Yeah. Because we were talking about 10 fan sites. Okay. Um um Lulu says that right, and you're super hesitant to buy from any 10 fan site. Girlfriend, girlfriend. Given I've had issues with 3 fan sites already, I'm always hesitant with a 10 fan site now. Now the thing is, I think I'm okay like if a Wano fan like made a doll or some kind of like a trinket or something, I think I feel better with like a normal fan selling those things because I bought so many Wano dolls in the past and I still have customers asking me for, hey, I know this Wano doll was made a long time ago, but by chance can you find someone reselling it? And I try to find anyone reselling, but I'm like, no, I don't see anyone. So a lot of the Wano like fan made trinkets like that are really popular with fans overseas for some reason. So those things are not made by big fan sites. They're just made from regular fans, and they just wanted to design and make a doll and sell it, and they're like famous, I guess, in the Wano fan community because how are people still knowing about these random dolls that were made? So I feel like those things are okay. But then if it's a 1 fan site, like they go to all the fan signs and everything, like yeah, I will always be hesitant about them now because of this bad track record I've been having. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Lou, I agree with that. And she says you will just appreciate the free content that 1 posts on Instagram or fans, huh? Or fans on Twitter, what they post. Yeah. And you yeah, I girlfriend, I never want to call it X either. I'm the same as you, girlfriend. The Musk is I mean, but yeah, I really it's yeah, I'm forever gonna call it Twitter too, and I assume all you guys will forever understand me. But yeah, Sarah as well says Twitter will always be Twitter for us. Got that right. Got that right. So yeah. And the website still says twitter.com. Do you guys know that? So I'm just like, of course well, first of course they shouldn't get rid of that domain. They shouldn't, all right? So they better keep twitter.com forever. But yeah, if you type in twitter.com, it's still yeah. So anyways, anyways, yeah, I'm forever yeah, still gonna call it Twitter. Okay. And then Sarah says, hope to be here to see. Oh, I hope so too, Sarah. If you could be there at that time. She says, hope to be here to see my reaction to Gion's calendar. I'm sure that will be entertaining. I don't know given how this fan site treated me, but I'll do my best to make it fun because it's Gihan. Okay, as you guys know, I love him, but um yeah, I hope we'll be fun. I'll do my best to make it fun because yeah, I haven't talked about Gihan in the longest time, so I would love to have just a ranting moment about Gihan too. So yeah, I'll do my best to have fun with it. Yeah, and not think about this fan site. Lulu says, I'm one baby who likes Hyungwon and Gihyun. It doesn't compute in your head. I don't know, girl. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure she's not the only fan that is like this. I guess I don't know. She's just she's just yeah, I know it's really funny. And then Lulu says, it's better not to give money from any seller who doesn't deliver. It's better. Yeah. It's better. Yeah. Wait, am I making who doesn't wait? Wait, so I'm trying to make sense of it. Do you mean deliver as in physically or figuratively? But they both make sense. But yes. Yes. So we always take a risk when we buy from any seller. And we don't know their track record sadly, but from our experience and just recommending and telling our stories, who to avoid, who not to avoid. But the fan sellers, we just have to go with what because none of them ever have ratings. So yeah, it's just always a risk all the time. So I'm currently buying photo cards from this seller, and it's just such an interesting story. I think she went to sleep. Yeah, because right now it's 11:52 p.m. and her last message to me was at 11:13. I really didn't expect her to like respond so quickly. Okay, but yeah, I wonder if she went to sleep now. So anyways, I'll talk about the story to wrap it up 1 second. Lulu says Lulu says I heard some really bad experiences of people tweeting about a 1 fan site who advertised selling a light stick holder, took money and never delivered. That's what you mean. Lulu. That's the Vibe 1 fan site. Sarah, you need to go. Go ahead. Bye and take care. You too. See you later. Maybe see you tomorrow. I hope so. Bye, song. So Lulu, that is the Vibe 1 fan site that I said earlier of who I'll never buy from again. Oh my gosh. She did me dirty. Not this light stick holder, but before that, she did me dirty about something. Sadly, I forgot about it, but I'm shocked at myself. How did I forget about it? But she did something so bad to me where already at that point, I never want to buy from her again. And then when this light stick holder she was selling, like she made it already before and selling it, and then she was like, okay, I'll go ahead and make it again and sell it if I get enough orders, blah blah blah. So I, of course, helped customers order this light stick holder. Now, she was promoting it on a Twitter that is not Vibe One. It's just a Twitter solely for a light stick holder. And so I learned from my mistake is that I should have looked at her bank account on the form first before getting money from customers. So I fully assumed was just a fan, a regular fan, not a fan site, who made this light stick holder and selling it. And yeah, I learned from my mistake. For anything where I could see their bank account number already before I give them money, I really need to check that all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna have a list. I have a list of all of them. So sorry. Um so when I got orders for this light stick holder and then I go pay to pay and fill out this order, that's when I saw the bank account information and it says Vibe One bank account. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I didn't want to give money to this fan site again, but I already got the money from customers already. So I'm like, I have to order it. So I already felt like this something bad is gonna happen. I already felt, but I also warned that to the customers too. I warned them that she does say in her order form, if she doesn't get enough orders, it'll be canceled and then she'll refund everyone. So I say this to all the customers as well, blah, blah, blah. And they all agree to it. So I'm like, okay, so I just go about it, just order it, and the customers know what they're getting into, and we'll see from there. Long story short, I had to chase her to get my money back. So I thankfully got my money back, but I had to chase her for the longest time. And and I'm just glad I did get all my money back, but I can believe if the other people that gave her money and they didn't chase after her for as hard as, or as long as they could, she probably didn't refund them. Yeah. And just had easy money. Yeah, so she, for real, I have to make sure any place that is selling 1O stuff, I have to make sure the bank account is not her and blah, blah, blah. So that's number one, guys, for real. Yeah, she could be anywhere. Okay. I really didn't expect that she would be making this light stick holder. So yeah. Yeah, so just be careful. So number one, be careful of the 1O fan site. Sadly, especially Vibe One. Okay, her bank account even says Vibe One. Okay, so anything that says Vibe One, stay away. All right, stay away. Only one hoe. She's not good. Okay. I could talk about the story another time. So she's not good. Don't buy from her. And yeah, and just the Boom Boom one is just an iffy one. Yeah, yeah. Um, Lulu says good night to Sarah, and then Lulu says, yeah, me and many weenies were not getting the goods. Yeah, and Lulu says, I think it was a banner flag with a beefy 1O photos. Also never deleted. Oh no, another fan site. If you know these names, please tell me so I could avoid them. But yeah, 1O fan sites. You gotta be really careful. Okay, the doll. So far, I never had an issue when I was buying a 1O doll. But yeah, but slogans, um, just any kind of goods, things like that, usually done by a fan site, and they're not. Why? What happened to the 1O fans? Why are they doing? Why are they all? I don't know. Yes, Chrissy's no buy list inductee for sure. If you ever find out her info, please let me know, and yeah, I'll add them to my list. Yeah. Lulu says, I feel like they are using these purchases as free loans. Maybe, girlfriend, maybe, and that's really, really shady. So shady. It's hard to ever it's hard to ever trust fans these days, right? But definitely when so many of them have been being so bad like this. Yeah, so just always be careful. Especially, yeah, even with me, like I really thought this Keon fan site would never do me dirty, but no, eventually they could go bad. Yeah, yeah. So just always be careful. The banner was Vibe One too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, she's already on my no buy list, but wow. Even with a slogan and she stole money, how is she not reported at this rate? But I mean, the best I can do is that I just block her, but But the thing is that I got all my money from her, so I that's why I just let it go. But yeah, anyone who still needs money from her, you gotta chase after her or report her. I don't know. So right now it's 2 minutes until midnight. And so let me say briefly about this seller. So this seller I'm buying from, I contacted her yesterday about it. And she says to me, "Hey, I'm not in Korea right now." I'm like, "Oh, she's not in Korea." She's like, she was away for vacation, but she'll come back to Korea today at nighttime. And I'm like, "Okay." She said, "Yeah, I'll send you the proof shot and all that stuff." Buying photo cards from her tonight. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure, come back safely." And so while I was doing this live, she texts me and she's like, "So sorry that it's late. My plane was delayed and I just came back now." And I'm just like, "Girlfriend, you can send me the proof shot tomorrow. It's no big deal. Okay, no worries." And so I wrote that to her, and then I went back to talking with you guys because I'm assuming, she can send it to me tomorrow. It's fine. So I left that. But then she decides, she's like, "No, I'll send you the proof shot now." And so that's the message I saw a couple minutes ago, except she sent that to me 30 minutes ago. And so I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." I should have been checking my phone. But yeah, she sent me a legit proof shot. It was a very nice proof shot, and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." I'm just like, "Wow." So I respond back to her, "Wow, thank you for the proof shot." And I gave her the excuse that, "Sorry, I was late at responding. I was in the bathroom." I can't tell her that I'm live streaming. And so I just told her, I was in the bathroom and I just came back now, blah blah blah. And so yeah, so I'm gonna prepare to buy those cards from her. But now she's not responding anymore. But right now it's midnight. Hello. Right now it's January 23rd. I am single day. It's I am's new single comeback. Okay. Technically, it's hashtag I am back. Technically, but it's not an album. So that's why. And also, we didn't have a schedule and like a preview thing. So I didn't feel like it was worthy of like hashtag I am back. And so, anyways, but it is hashtag I am back. I think I should still use that hashtag. But yeah, I am back. New single today, and yeah, we will talk about all that later. Okay. So as always, be healthy, be safe, be careful. Good day, good night. Don't worry, be happy, stay happy. Take care of everything around you. And in conclusion, the lesson of all of my bad shopping experiences, be careful. Always go in knowing the risk, be careful. And if you meet a bad seller, you have to chase them. You shouldn't have to chase them, but if you meet a bad seller, you have to chase them and do your best to not get scammed, or at least get your money back. You have to, you have to. So yeah, anyone out there who is possibly in that situation, you have to just go about it the best you can. um and yes, I'll just see you more later, and in better moods, and we'll talk about nice happy stuff from now on. See, yeah, Lou says, "Happy I am back day." Yes, go ahead. Yeah, let's call him. Let's call it I am back day. Yes. And then yeah. Bad autocorrect. No, I still understood you with the autocorrect. No worries. Funny. Yes. All right. So happy, and I am back. New single day, not an album, but it's still a comeback in some sense. And yeah, see you later. Have a good day. Thanks everyone for joining or watching or whatever. I need to go. Okay. Bye. Hey, sorry. Okay, now go. Okay, bye.